Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy, and tonight I'm going to do a little kind of a snowy forest scene. I want to try using salt for the trees. I have two different kinds of salt right now. I have coarse, super coarse, and then super fine, just to get different textures and effects. I used some of my brand new washi tape. Look how pretty. To tape down my paper onto my surface, and I have a sponge in case I need it, waters, a spritzer, two new brushes, and my new Sennelier Aqua Mini Sennelier palette that I just got in my Palette Packs box. I thought we would play with this tonight. And it comes with the most adorable paintbrush ever created. It's the teensiest thing on the planet. Makes me happy. So we're just gonna jump right in. I'm gonna go ahead and do I want to spritz? Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and spritz kind of the center-ish of the page like that. And then take, what are you? My Robert Simmons Watercolor number 6 round. I have a little palette out because this doesn't come with a big mixing area, so yeah, here we go. I wanna get some water in here, like so. And we'll do some of the, what is this color? I've got to do a little swatch of this still. These are all the colors that came in it. Focus. There we go. I'm using some of the Payne's Gray. I'm going to mix it with the blue. Why not? This is the Cineros? I don't know how to say that blue. It looks like cerulean. And I'm just going to plop it on the page. Ooh, pretty. That is so satisfying. I'll create like trees and different textures. Kind of. You can encourage it to move the way you want it to as well. You don't have to stick with just what's on the page. This is pretty though, right? It's super satisfying. Swoosh that up here. My paper buckled a little bit, but that's alright, we don't mind. We'll take some of this pale blue, put it up here in the sky. Maybe it is a kind of a frosty, stormy day out. Like that. The paper I'm using is, one second. Sorry about that, you guys. I just went ahead and put in the rest of the sky. My Aunt Linda is in the hospital and I'm going up to visit Saturday and she wants me to bring pizza and what else did she say? Oh, chips, because the food sucks. So that's what the call was for. She put in her order. I'm gonna go ahead and drop in some, this is the French Ultramarine Blue. Ooh, that should give us some really cool granulating effects, right? We'll just pop some pure color in. Oops. Like that. Here and there. Why not? get some pretty variations going on. And then what I wanted to do was make a purple. I forget which ones made the purple that I like. We'll try the ultramarine with the French vermilion and see how that goes. More blue. There we go, that's not terrible. We'll pop in some purpley trees like that. Now if you're going to do the salt part of this, your paper has to be at a certain level of damp in the area that you want to try the salt. So probably should plop in some of that. Maybe that. And maybe a little bit of the pale blue. Kind of down here. That's okay. And then large granules of salt. Kind of sprinkled around pretty widely, like that. And then some of the finer ones kind of swirled about. Alright, now for the salt effect to work the way I want it to, for anything, for any project where you're going to use salts, you gotta let it dry naturally. Otherwise you're not going to get that cool texture that you're looking for. So yeah, so we're gonna let this dry au naturel and come back, see what we get. And I want this to look like a snowy kind of wintry scene. We might put in a little, could probably just pull this down while I'm thinking about it. Maybe a little bit of water. Little waterway pulling down and through. And pull it down this way. Like that. We can come in after and really play around with that as well. Ooh. Okay, we'll see how that looks when we're once it gets all dry. Okay, got some salt down here or no? Alright. Yeah, alright, we're gonna let this dry and then I will be right back with you guys in a hot jiffy. Okay guys, the paper's all dry. It kind of came unstuck from the table and it buckled quite a lot. This, as I was saying before my aunt called, this is Strathmore 400 series. I'm just going to take the tape off the edges. Ooh, that looks pretty already. I need to get some better tape for this paper. The salt did what I wanted it to do. I'm gonna just, there are many ways you can take salt off. You don't have to take it off at all if you don't want to. I prefer not to leave it on the paper. You can gently rub it off like this. You can let it fall off on its own. You can tap the paper on a hard surface and let what will fall off. I prefer not to have huge chunks of salt in my way when I'm trying to paint over the top. There we go. Now, salt will affect, like, scratch up some papers that are more, what do you call it, delicate. This is the 400 series 140 pound cold press rough paper, which is why I have such good textures. Rough usually gives you some really nice textures. I bought 6 or 8 sheets of this at the craft store because it was on sale. Well, not a craft, well, Michael's. I guess it's a craft store. It's not really an art supply store. And I tap that off. You can tap it back off into the bowl, or you can tap it off into the garbage, or whatever you want to do. For me, if tapping it back off in the bowl and then reusing it on other pieces, I feel like the watercolor that's trapped in the granules might transfer to the other piece, so that's why I don't do that. I'm going to go ahead and get the little loose ones out of the way. There we go. My glasses back on so I can see what I'm doing. But look, gave us some really cool, like, forest, frosty tree textures, don't you think? And then the stream looks cool. Looks very snowy to me. What we're going to do next is take, I'm going to take this little one, a Princeton Heritage round number 2, and I'm going to mix up some more of the Payne's Gray water. I don't want to contaminate my sky by dripping water all over the place. Some of the blue, make a little gray color. I'm going to put in some tree trunks here and there. Let's see, where do I want to start? I don't know. It doesn't need to be a lot, just light little light marks to indicate a deep forest, right? A little more Payne's Gray, get a little more color going. Let's see. I want this to be, there we go. Fairly suggestive. Our stream is through here, so we might have a few trunks right here. Maybe one back there. And maybe some branches going off into other areas. Like that. Dig it. Let's see. Now this looks like the bushes in front of the trees, right? So we can drop in a few little lines like that. Maybe some frosty branches. Maybe we have a tree here that doesn't really have any branches really left on it, right? Go up and out. It's more in the forefront over the top of these guys. Maybe that branch broke. Right, like that. Yeah. I don't want to get it too dark because you don't want it to pull it like really into the forefront, but I feel like that's nice, right? We'll just keep going and see what else comes about. Okay. Maybe there. Maybe right up here. Down, down, down. Like that. Oh, I'm digging that. I think that's pretty. Alright. I'm going to darken this one as well. Right here. Make it a little more bold. Kind of behind this one. Coming down. Like that. Dig it. Now these are in shadow, so putting a little bit of shadow will help kind of give our piece a little bit of depth, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to fill in all the lines, but it can be like that, right? And it instantly gives it some forest-like depth, right? Super cool. I don't want to mess any of this up. I love that. But I do feel like too much water. There we go. Would be maybe some branches sticking out. In the back like that. Like that. Another tree coming down there. Dig it. Okay. Maybe a little bit of deepening of shadow right here. Like that. That. Okay. I don't want to get too carried away. There. Just here and there. Let's put some here. Like that. Good. And the river is kind of disappearing into this brush line right here. So we can give that a little bit of interest along there. A little bit of twig action in those bushes. Why not? Like that. Can you see that? That's what it looks like up close, which I think is so cool. And this doesn't need to be realistic. It can just be a fun experiment to practice playing with color and shadow and light. Yeah. Which is a lot of fun. Let's make a little bit of a bright purpley color, if I can. I'd like it to be a little brighter. Touch more blue, more water. There we go. Oh, I love all the different color variations that I got. That's really beautiful. Okay. Put some of our purpley colors in. Like that. Maybe in the distant tree back there. Way back. Like that. Yeah, I'm digging how this is turning out, you guys. And I'm having fun. I haven't had fun painting in a while, and this is really working for me. Good. Maybe not quite that dark down there. There we go. Let's see. Let's put a tall one, like right through here. Another one, like bare tree, as in naked. Nice and tall. Lots of stuff going on. Like that. Some dots. Pull that out like that. Got a little carried away right there. Lift that out a little bit, if it will let me. There we go. Go a little more gently. There. Okay, I dig it. Because this feels very small and distant and kind of pushed back. And then the river feels like it kind of goes back into the brush line there. And this kind of curving gently through to there. And this section feels more to the forefront to me, to my eye. So given that, we can make some of the tree trunks a little bigger. We can give a few more large branch details like so. Why not? Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. And then go ahead and drop in some smaller trees over here. Kind of all side by side, a little stand of them. Back in there. Okay. Take a little bit of both of these colors and kind of a little visual interest right there. Pull it down. A bigger brush. I can scrub some of that out. Okay, now I'm gonna leave some of this distant river less, what do we call it, defined, but do want there to be a little edge there. Okay. A little there, and pull it like this. There. Grab that blue. Get it pretty watered down. Don't want to get too carried away with it. The edges there. There. Just kind of kissing the edge of that water where it's touching the snow underneath, where it's hanging over on the bank. That. I'll pull it across like that. I like how this looks. I don't know that I want to mess with it too much. I kind of like that it's less defined, I guess. Like that. Good. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Now, I don't know that I want to do too much more to it. I kind of like it how it is. That frosty forest situation. But I feel like, too, that I should give it a little bit more depth. Do I want to do that with a small fence line going kind of right through here, like disappearing off the edge of the page? Kind of a broken one. Or do I want to leave it just a pristine snowy landscape? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Maybe I'm thinking it hurts my brain. It's a little better. Oh, that's what I wanted. A little bit of, just a little bit of purple blue shadow right through there. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. And then maybe just a little bit here. Does that help? Yeah, that helps a bit, right? Alright. I think that's a fun, like, frosty tree forest practice. I like it. I like how it turned out. I mean, I feel like I could do so much more and could probably pick at it for way too long and then be mad at myself because I did too much when I wanted to keep it kind of simple and Christmassy and frosty and, you know, not too terribly realistic, more just fun and loose and free. Maybe this over here has a few more trees in it, because that looks a little plain over there, huh? Like that. Little Stark area right there. No, not Tony Stark. Had to do it. Had to do it. Alright. And then maybe a little bit of, just a little bit of, there we go, texture there. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, like I said, I could pick at this for way too long and just end up really not liking it. But for right now, I think we're going to call it good, right? We'll do a little .22. There we go. Ta-da! I'm going to do a little close-up of the sky, which could have been more bright, I suppose, but I like it the way it is. I think maybe I'm on the fence now. Maybe the sky could have been a little more vibrant and it wouldn't look so washed out, and it would give that contrast. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright. Alright. Maybe I'm not done. Maybe we'll give our sky a little more, just a little layer of, just a little layer. Right, this probably will ruin the piece, but I'm doing it anyways. Like that. Pull it down. Down to that tree line. Like so. Like that. A little bit of water. Keep that edge damp. Then give that a little sweep like that. A little more water. Blend that together gently, gently. Don't want to work up the layer I have down too much, right? Maybe tip the page this way a bit. A bit more over here. Probably gonna regret this. This is where, when I want to change a sky or the tone of the sky or the background in a general sense, I would normally try to I would normally get out my pan pastels and make it smooth and soft and velvety back here, so that it Yeah, that's pretty, right? It makes this look more purples and blues and shadowy in contrast, but still crisp and frosty. Alright. I might end up going over it with pan pastel later. I'll live with it for a couple days and see how I like it. Pick up that droplet of water that's right there. There you go. You guys can let me know what you think of it in the comments below. I'm curious to know if you try it or if you want to see different trees. And then, well, we're going to do some Christmas trees and stuff in the next several videos. I have some plans lined up. At any rate, for this picture, we're done. Ta-da! If you stuck around this long, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Give the channel, you know, your thumbs up, like, and all that jazz. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.